Big Pop. Uh, so I gotta just start off with this. Jose Zavala, Big Poppa Zavala. This is the dog. This is my homie, like real life friend. Outside this music shit. So it's always nice to talk to people that I normally just really talk to on a regular anyway. So now we just get to dive in on a more fun, formal note.
We be chatting.
Yo, so Jose Zavala or Big Poppa Zavala? Does it matter? Because I was having problems.
But Jose Zavala, aka Big Poppa Zavala, aka Lil Asthma Pump, aka
Little ass.
Biggie Pop.
Oh, this is gonna be one of them. Hold on, let me drink some more of this. Let me drink some more of this. This is gonna be one of them.
But like officially on stores is JL$E Zavala, but all the new joints, everything is we rebranded to Big Poppa Zavala now.
Yeah. I was gonna say because I was looking it up the other day. I told you I felt like I was having trouble finding something, and I was like, "Wait, is it under Big Poppa Zavala or is it under?"
So moving forward, everything's under Big Poppa Zavala now. Rebrand, new sound.
What's the
more focused in on new stuff?
Okay, so just because of the new focus, so that's why you changed it.
New focus.
Okay, that's cool. I fuck with that. Well, man, welcome, man. Fuck it, I'm a fan.
Let's fuck it. I'm a fan. Hold up, round of applause for that.
Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you.
He a fan. He a fan.
Give it to you. Salute. All right, man. Let's get into some hip hop conversation because I know for sure you're a big fan of Jada. So I've been wondering what's your New York top 5, because I feel like I asked Romy this.
New York top 5.
And I feel like I want to be very clear, very specific. It's subjective. You know what I'm saying? Who you prefer to listen to, not just like who you know is like, you know, a great in New York, so we have to put him up there. Like who you bump?
So New York wise,
yes,
something I'm like, I feel like I want to be in my gritty a little bit. Kiss is definitely first, but I'm gonna say Locks as a blanket statement because all three, they get the
you can't
top
put,
spot.
You can't put one
do it. Can't do that.
You can't. Okay, respect,
bro.
They are that, like, you know, that brother like trio group that like you can't even
unbreakable.
Yeah,
unbreakable. They're
unbreakable.
still to this day heaters together.
Factual.
Solo.
Factual. Did you peep the whole Jada Kiss and 38 Special calling him out type of shit?
Nah, I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
38 Special is calling out Kiss. Something happened with him and Conway, right? That happened? He needs attention? Nah,
I don't know.
Cause he's hard.
Yeah, I don't.
He has the Kiss feature.
Yeah. Well, that's what it was. Apparently, he said that Kiss, like, you know, said that he smoked it on that track or whatever, and then he said that he's like, oh, so let's run it back, man. And then now he said that, like, you know, he was ducking him or whatever. yeah, it was all
one thing. Kiss does not duck any kind of smoke.
He ended up responding like a little bit, like a one bar. I feel like because you know Big Daddy Kane did that whole.
So I saw that.
I
saw that, and Special's like, yo, someone sent me the instrumental, and people were like, this was something he had to send to you.
Yeah, bro. He could just go get the instrumental.
Which is fine. He's 38 Special. How can you can't get the instrumental?
Yeah, well, that's the weird part to me. I'm like, bro, like, just go download it and do your verse and then just put it out. Let it be a surprise, like, you know? But, hey, man, to each his own. But I was surprised.
And I need to hear that then. I need to hear what they got going on.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think this is really going to be anything. I think 38 was talking about it and saying that he cleared it up and was like, you know, I'm just, you know, like more on the sport, you know, competition.
Well, yeah, because that's how we treat it.
Yeah.
You know, like, as New York artists, like, when you want to spit, it's a sport. You know, like.
I agree. And I personally think, like, that's important in hip hop. But anyway, back to your top 5. My fault.
All right, so Locks. So we go Big Pun.
Okay. I feel like I knew that was coming too.
Yeah, Big Pun. We giving top 5.
Yeah, it don't gotta be in any order.
Yeah. Definitely Locks, Big Pun, Biggie. You know, it's funny because he's not my top 5, but everybody always gives him top spot, Jay-Z. And since, it's the 30th anniversary,
Yeah.
like I went back, I'm like, he does have a lot of hot songs, but it's just not. It's not something I'm going back to be like, boom, let's it. First of all, we hear it enough on the radio, right? And it's not his best songs, but it's the hits.
Yeah, I feel like, but see with Hov, it's tough for me with Hov because I feel like he's got like classic albums, like, you know what I'm saying, Black Album,
100%,
like things that I can.
That's why I was playing the Blueprint, and he was just the Takeover.
You can,
he was burying a hole for Nas on the whole track.
You feel like he got him on the Takeover? You feel like that was that over Ether?
I don't know, Ether's such a hot song.
I know.
But nah, he was talking his shit though. That's the thing. Like that's more than just a hot song. Like he was literally just talking insane the whole time. So even with that being said, right? Yeah. Big L.
Okay.
So we got Locks, Big Pun, Big L, Biggie,
Jay-Z, and then one more. Even though I feel like I don't want to count Hov for you because I don't feel like it's fully subjective. I feel like you put him up there because he's just Hov. And
see, I understand. He's Hov. He literally built the blueprint.
I know, but I
want to go from.
If you wouldn't listen to him on a regular, I don't really want you to.
No.
Yeah, so then I wouldn't want you.
I just brought that up because I feel like every time I hear saying top 5, he's one of them.
So yeah, I don't want to count that then for. So you gotta give me 2 more then. 2 more for you, New York. You gave me Big Pun. You gave me Locks. You gave me
Big Pun, Locks, Big L, Biggie.
And Biggie. Oh, so then you gotta give me one more. My math is off. My bad.
I'll throw ASAP Rocky in there. Look, we got the Don't Be Dumb.
Oh, he threw the ASAP in there.
Don't be that.
You like the new album?
Yeah, I like because I experiment with music myself, so I like when he does all the different stuff. Plus, like, I think whenever he makes something, he really focuses on giving you a moment with production.
I agree.
So, like, I like how he did everything. Like, something I'm not playing a lot is that Doechii track he did, but like, I respect what he was going for.
I didn't fully get into the album, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I listened to it a little bit, but so when I play a new album, like, there's gotta be so many, like, everything's got to be right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to be in a car. I got to be, like, having some time to actually sit and drive.
Exactly.
Not just respond to things.
So that's how I need to listen to an album. I need to be, like, on a nice drive or, like, sitting down the whole time to be able to listen to it in full. I can't stop halfway and go back to it because then that's not giving it the full light.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying because, like, it's like, I think with that album specifically, I tried to listen to it, and I was in one of those drives and one of those moods, and I was just like, not right now. Like, you know what I mean? And it was like, and that happens sometimes with, like, you know.
Oh,
music,
I'm like that with a lot of things. Like
I can't do it right now. Like, you know, can't absorb it. You know what I mean?
You can't appreciate like bringing that up, like that Isaiah Rashad album. I wasn't able to give it a full listen because I just wasn't.
The newest one that just dropped.
Yeah, right? I couldn't fully dive into it.
Yeah,
and I do like Isaiah Rashad, but I couldn't dive into. I heard some good stuff. I heard some. I was like, what are we talking about?
I think
same dude who made Sylvia. Like
that project was super hard.
That was hard. Even the House is Burning, Fire, Sun's Tirade.
I was just thinking Sun's Tirade was one of my favorites, honestly. So. But do you think that you being an artist yourself, like, affects how you listen to, like, hip hop music, like, you know, when new stuff comes out? Or
a lot of the times, yeah, I think so. Because, like, I always want to give things its place. Just kind of we're saying with the albums, like, sometimes I hear something like, what the and then I gotta be like, wait. I gotta take the back seat a little bit and be like, let me hear what they're trying to express with this, because obviously a lot of the newer stuff is just all like rage and like screaming and energy, which is cool, but I think we've saturated that right now. I think that's like at a full. Like I was watching clips of Rolling Loud and Summer Smash. I was watching clips of the performances and like I just feel like it's all the same type of energy they're trying to give.
Yeah.
Like everybody's hopping on the mic and going and jumping around. Which I get it. You're at a festival, you want everybody to be hype. But like if I'm at the festival, I want it like at least give me a couple lines or something.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we come from a certain era where like, you know, I think where like we grew up on music that still was energetic, could be outside, but still had lines in
Well,
it.
give
still
it,
had bars.
yeah, make it performative. That's the
Yeah.
whole, you know, like how am I in the crowd spitting the whole song and you're over here like, you know, some of it's just nonsense. And I hate to see that because it's the whole reason people pay so much money to go see somebody, not just to be in the crowd. I mean, I'm sure there's people that are just like, yo, I can't wait to just go turn up.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, that's your at live karaoke.
Yeah. No, listen.
They're paying these people millions of dollars.
Oh, but this is the game right now, right? Like this is where we're at.
Respect.
Like, yeah,
A bag is a bag.
Like,
that's fire.
Because it's really sometimes it's really about like I think having that personality and that energy, and people just being addicted to who you are almost off stage.
Yeah.
In that, like, you know what I'm saying? So
no shade, like we keep talking about. Too slimy. Don't make sense to me, but he's getting his bag, right?
Mr. Tumaza.
He's getting his bag. Yeah, Smiley too.
Smiley. Oh, my fault.
That's another one. Yeah. Don't make sense to me, but he's getting a bag.
Oh man, I mean,
but yeah, I do try to sit down and be like, okay, let me see what they're going for, or like let me go back to it. A big example is that with like Whole Lotta Red when that first came out. The Playboy Cardi joint. Yeah. I was like, what is this? Right?
I still haven't figured it out.
And then it clicked for me because then I was going to the gym more and I needed music that was like upbeat while doing cardio. So I threw that on and it had me floating, and I listened actually to the whole album sitting there doing cardio. When I first started, I was doing like 40 minutes on the elliptical, whatever it was. So all the songs were going, and honestly, I was like, all right, actually, I kind of get this now. I get the baby voice, the energy. It's fun, you know.
I never fully understood it. I don't know if it's because I just like I haven't played it in the gym. I haven't had like a moment where like
the setting where you're like, yo, let's throw a Whole Lotta Red on.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know what's weird, because like I felt like that way about Future for a long time. Like when Future first came out, like I was like, I don't get this. You know, especially when he was coming out, I was going back and listening to a lot of stuff.
You know what too is the production wasn't there too when he was starting to do like Cody and Astronauts with him and 2 Chainz. Like it's when he started to get a little more popular. Just I feel like the production wasn't up to par with where it is now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he finally swagged out the sound.
I feel you. Like he was still continuously working it out. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. No, I could hear that. I guess like, you know, I feel like it was just where I was personally too, because I was listening to like, you know, like we said, we're artists. So I think at the time I was going back and listening to like a lot of 90s shit.
Yeah.
What I call the golden era. You know what I mean? But who
we got? Who you listening to?
In the 90s, from the 90s shit?
Yeah.
I was going back and listening to a lot of Big, a lot of Pac, a lot of Mos Def, like Black Star stuff. I was, you know, really getting more into, you know, obviously Outkast and stuff like that too. I was just kind of like really just like, because realistically, I didn't have like anyone putting me on the hip hop growing up as a kid.
Yeah, so as we're getting older, you dive into it and be like, all right, let's see.
So at that time, I'm diving into that. Future's coming out and sing whatever. Yeah, like I'm just like, I didn't.
I forget the first song I heard. What song was it that I heard? And I was like, it's kind of hard actually. I think it was called Rockstar.
Rockstar.
And it was off the album, and he's holding like, I think he's holding a microphone.
Is that Monster?
It's like, nah, it's before Monster.
Before Monster?
Yeah, I think that's around the UOENO time. Like 2012.
Oh yeah, nah, I definitely wouldn't even know nothing about it then. I had to go back and do my Future history. You know, I'm still.
So I did.
I
would slowly like I'd pull up to the trap and it'd be playing. I'd be like, "What is this?" That's exactly how I found about A$AP Rocky too.
Really?
Yeah, I pulled up. I pulled up and they had the TV going, and they were playing. It was either Peso or Purple Swag, and I was sitting for a little bit because then I was smoking. And I was like, who is this? This is fire. Because the video at the time too.
Yeah,
I think it was Peso.
I want to. It's got to be Peso.
Which one's the one with the girls holding the camera in front of her face, and it's like someone's has grills on and they're saying the lyrics, and she's holding up the mic in front of her. I think that's Peso, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. We'd have to. Next time we'll have Benji ready to fact check.
Yeah.
Yeah, fact check first. I like that one with him and Schoolboy, that hands on the wheel shit. You remember that one?
They're a great duo.
They are a great duo. That was one of my shits, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I first heard that shit, I was like, nah, this shit is.
Shout out Q, man.
Yeah, shout out Q. I really do love Schoolboy Q. And it's funny because like at first, like when it came to the whole TD, I found Dot first, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I heard Absol and I heard Q and I heard J Rock. Actually, realistically I saw J Rock years ago with the All My Life video. Remember that video with him and Lil Wayne?
Mm-hmm.
Low key, if you go back and watch that video, Kendrick's in it just like hanging out.
That's
like,
young.
Young Dot, you know? I'm talking about him like I know him personally.
They loved Lil Wayne. TD was like, about.
Kendrick made a whole project that was supposed to be like a Lil Wayne project. It was like supposed to be copying
what was that shit? I remember
C4,
there's like a line. Yeah, there's a
C4.
line. I forget. In one of the Black Hippie songs, he said something like, "I drop C4, I bomb him, I beat war."
Fucking. So you know what I wanted to talk to you too about? So when we're talking about like, you know, lyrics and hip hop and stuff like that, and you know, I obviously am in the studio with you all the time, so I know your process, and I know you're in that like punch-in era right now, you know, where like, you know, and I knew you used to pen a lot too, so now you switched.
Right.
What do you feel like? Why do you feel like you've done the switch, and do you feel like that artists need to all make that switch, or do you feel like?
Oh no, I don't think everybody needs to make the switch. Me personally, I started doing it. It kind of started because I'd be like in a session and somebody's like, "Yo, you should hop on this." So then, like, instead of like going back to it, I'd rather be in the moment. So then it became like I want to be in the moment with the song and the energy I have now, whatever thoughts. And that's why even like I may not finish it right then and there, like a couple of joints we have, but like I'll run through a couple times and just like. Whatever I think of, I'll sit here for a half hour just making different drafts, you know?
Yeah.
But I think it's all like the moment or how I feel about it. I also feel like writing, like, same thing, like, it takes up so much time.
Yeah.
You do have a little of a different process because you could scribble through it and you say it to yourself a little bit, you say it out loud and you're like, doesn't sound as good as I thought. Let me rewrite the line But I think the energy for me right now is when I'm doing it, punching in, I could do all that just like way faster and catch something. Cause then I tend to overthink things too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know if I should do it. I don't know if but then like, for instance, something I may have just laid down, somebody comes in and I play it and they're like, yo, this is insane. Or like, this is great. Like, they're like, when'd you make this? I'm like, oh, I just made it. Like, I just punched in. They're like, oh. And I'm like, oh, it sounds good. Then I guess I don't have to change anything.
Yeah.
You know?
So you're like, wait. You know what? It's funny because, like, I think that I do. So obviously, you know, I try to do both. But, like, I do agree. Like, and sometimes, like, it's just about time. You know? Sometimes you're just like, oh, I just want to, like, bang something out. I don't want to sit here. And, like,
right.
Sometimes I get lost in the page if I, like, you know, or whatever. But and then sometimes it's really just about like trying to capture that feeling, that energy at that moment.
What you feel at the time, yeah. And that's like I think that's why I've been sticking with that so far. But there is a lot of times I do like, you know, you've been with me where I sit down and like I'll have something, but I'm like, I like the melody, but I don't like what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Let me sit here for a couple minutes and write this out and like see what direction I actually want to go towards, because then. Sometimes punching in, it gets too repetitive. Like, you just keep saying the same things because it's fast and comes to your mind.
Yeah, it's quick. Mm-hmm.
So,
I agree.
I like to do a little mix of both. I haven't actually sat down and, like how I used to, like, play the instrumental 150 times while I'm sitting here, like, writing away.
I still have my moments where I do that. You know what I mean? I can't even help it. Like, I I still, because sometimes like I do like trying to get lost in it, you know, putting everything aside. And it's like you said, like sometimes I can't help but go in there and the lyrics just seem so similar to, like, you know, I'm like, I keep finding the same thing. I need to think a little bit, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I do love both, but I do think it's interesting that we have, like, you know, a whole generation, I feel like, of artists that only
just
do
punching,
punching.
yeah.
Like, you know, like I think it's kind of
It's amazing to see. I remember the first time I saw like a couple of
Oh, yeah.
our homies do it, and I'm like, ah, he's on. He caught something right there, like, you know, like
Bro,
that's
first time I seen
it's
Kenny do
beautiful.
that shit, bro, I was like, wait, what
It's
the hell?
beautiful to see. Yeah, you know, like one person who I would see do it all the time and like just would make multiple songs. Like PK would just bars off, just like I'm like, damn, we just loaded this track up. He just heard the instrumental.
Yo,
Go.
I forgot who it was, but we were in the bakery and they were just like laying down, like, you know, mumbling whatever, laying down bars, and then they just took bars from each one that they liked and they just made a hook, and I was like, how the fuck did I had never seen that like that until, like, honestly working at the bakery, honestly, you know what I mean? And that was that was a fucking era, though. That was a time, bro. Like, I mean, I think what year we met, like 2015, 16, something like that, 16,
2017.
2017.
Yeah, because that's when we started really picking up with the shows and everything. That's around the time I met Kenny, and we were going full force with the whole Divine Nine and trying to make sure everybody had like aesthetically something going and looking out. You know, like the best time was when it was fresh and we all kind of linked up together. Everybody just had an energy. Like whenever we were in the studio, say like, you know, like Ed's working on something. There's 18 of us around, but we're all like, "Yo, do this, switch that. That was hard." Like everybody gave each other their time and shine.
That's honestly. So for y'all that don't know, Divine Nine was like pretty much like they pulled up like the Wu-Tang. Like you didn't know how many fucking members were in it. You didn't know
who was a part of it.
It was
what
just
they
like,
do. What's your role? What's
bro. And then when they hit the stage, it was just madness, and it was just a bunch of niggas going crazy. So it was energy was amazing.
Yeah,
you know
so that's like I've heard that so many times, the Wu-Tang thing.
Yeah, because
that's because like we give it that lively energy where we're all having fun, but we're dead serious about everything at the same time, and like
had everyone in the crowd nine.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
that was the time, man.
Still though, if I was to do a show after this, I would still go and do that.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know, shout out them, bro. I love those guys.
Shout out to Divine Nine. Shout out to Bakery.
Yeah.
Yo, can we talk about that? The Yeet song on the fucking Bakery.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, because I think that's so crazy.
Because we went through it, I gotta explain it.
Yeah.
So yes, the Bakery Studios was effortlessly put into motion by Kenny Orlando, Johnny Numero, Byron. And those three are the main. When I came around, those were the three that put their foot down on creating a studio. Then boom.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, big shout out to them. Then boom, they brought a lot of other artists and people like DJs, producers, whoever wanted to try and engineer or learn. We were a collective of people. We just wanted to be a community, and that's kind of what it turned into. Divine Nine kind of like shadowed itself out with people of who wants to be a part of it.
Right.
And then we had like, you know, like I would say if we were on stage, then boom, Kai's on stage with us. Rabs is on stage with us.
Yeah.
Moolah is on stage with us. Turb's on, you know, so it'd be one of those things. But so with that being said, when we met PK, he was constantly bringing different people around and like, yo, can I book it out tonight? But I need somebody to engineer. So it'd be like me or Kenny or Johnny, whoever was around to do it that night. So shout out Lee Paris. Lee Paris and PK, they're tight with Yeet. They know him. Like, you know, like from back in the day. But before he blew up, they would just make music together. Kind of like how we do. You know, like something like that.
I didn't even know he was like that local, honestly. Like,
so
I don't even know where
they're around. They be in ATL. You know what I mean? They're Atlanta's such a different scape than over here. So yeah, as far as I know, it was just like a friendly thing that they knew each other from when they were younger and making music and just kind of kicking it. And then, you know, I guess they just started making music, whatever. But yeah, so eventually we had the bakery. PK was involved with us. We used to do sessions with Lee all the time. And one night he pulled up, and it wasn't even like that, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it wasn't even like...
Which, I'm going to give him his flowers, but I'm just saying at the time, like, it was before the fucking Mega Man he is now.
Before,
you know?
Yeah, before the Drake shit, before all that shit.
Before that. Which is cool to see the growth. And, like,
I always think it's better to actually, like... It's better when you, to me at least, when you know the person. I'm not a hater.
Yeah.
So when I know you, like...
Right, yeah. I love to see that. Like, go up. Like, One Take Carter right now is doing the damn thing. And
hell yeah.
I love to see that.
Moody's doing it too.
Moody's going. Yeah, Moody's going. Moody's got his songs playing in City Field.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. Shout out them. See, like, same thing though. Like I do love to see it. But yeah, so he was in the spot. They recorded a couple of tracks. He has songs with PK and Lee, and you know. But even with that too, same. Like, there's been so many other art, like Tizo.
Yeah.
You know, Kenny's tight with Tizo.
Touchdown?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So they were tight with Ben Jane. Like, when Kenny went on his little Cali venture, that's kind of who he got tight with. And through him, from being there, same kind of thing. He always had, like, artists over and whatever. He met Tizo. He met a numerous amount of people. Bobby Brown Jr.
I don't know who that is. Bobby Brown Jr.
You know who Bobby Brown is?
I know who Bobby... Yeah.
His son. His son.
Oh, don't look at me like that, Benji. Don't look... I just assumed.
Yeah, but yeah.
I should assume, but...
So his son.
Oh, fire.
Yeah, so he was in, like, a nice scape of artists over there, and that's, like...
That's cool.
You know? But, like, the Bakers had so many people in it. We had, damn, I don't want to butcher this, but it's a shorty with tattoos all over her face. She had a crazy... Big clit.
What?
Big clit. She was on the rise a couple years ago.
That's her name?
That's her artist name.
Her name is Big...
Yeah, cool. She was a mad cool person.
I'm just trying to skip past her. Her name is Big Clit.
Big Clit. Wild energy, though. She went in the booth. Ah!
Yeah.
Like, I was like...
All right. Yeah. All right, Big Clit.
Big Clit.
All right. She got it.
But yeah. So we've had numerous artists in there that, you know, have their own motion and stuff like that. So it's cool to see, like, just the space we were able to share.
Yeah.
And the energy we're able to provide. That's the biggest thing. Like, I can't even remember, like, what hits may have came out of the bakery.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to give you names.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, one thing I always hear, like, a bunch of the homies like, yo, we really need to open something like the bakery, man. I just miss doing sessions there. And they've gone and paid thousands of dollars for sessions somewhere. And, you know, stuff like that. It's just... Sometimes the energy that lives in the room is what it is.
And I agree with that 1,000% because as someone that pulled up there, like, that was, like, some of the best shit that I feel like I created too, just because of the energy that was there, because of, like, you know, like, one, like, y'all had the mixes on point. So, like, you know, even when I was going in there with the tune, I felt like I was like, oh shit, I feel like I could do anything in this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So, you once you close that creaky ass door,
in your own little world, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, shout out to that, because that was, you know, that, honestly, that was a time, I feel like, when Long Island had a lot of that going on, too.
Mm-hmm.
Where, you know what I'm saying, we had the community, we had, you know, the bakery, we had, you know, we were over there.
There's a lot of...
REI 61, you know what I mean? Like,
there was togetherness, you know?
It was a point in time, you know what I mean? What do you think caused that to stop? I mean, I'm just curious, you know, like,
so,
as an artist.
One, I think egos is always something that comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we're all from New York. We're all from Long Island. Everybody has their own view on things, right? That's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Some people were just doing other people grimy, for sure. But also, I think everybody just kind of wanted to, like, do their own push, even though we had that togetherness, that it wasn't really, like, focused on them, maybe. You know what I mean? Like say, everybody back then I put out a project and every single person that we've linked with and think we're cool with, which doesn't mean you're not cool, but like, oh, you didn't repost my shit, or you didn't You know, like you didn't tap in, but it's like it's hard to tap in when there's so many of us and
It's a lot going on, and we all have like actual lives, and you know what I'm saying. We're doing shit. Like,
right. So I think that all came into play. Just too much button heads, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But like I think for a majority of like, cause I still keep my network. I'm in and out of all this still, and I don't know. I just think like the people who are pure are still doing it and still have that. You know, like anytime I pop out somewhere, I'm like. Sometimes I don't notice people and they're like, yo, remember me? Like, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah. Like, where was I think I was at Rabs' show and I ran into a producer.
I was going to say that too.
Rabs' show, I ran into a producer that I met years ago, but I didn't really remember, you know? And then he started talking. I'm like, oh, I was like, bro, that's you?
He's like that?
I'm like, yo, life has passed so much that, you know, like.
Yeah, it's funny because I always do that. I say it's funny because I think that Rabs has been one of the shows that I've kind of gone to, and you know when he does something, I always go there, and I always see people that are like, yo, like, you know, what's up, bro? Like years, you know. So it's good to see that community is still those people are still around. You know what I mean?
Everybody's still showing love, but doing their own thing.
Yeah, for sure. And I do miss those times though. Those times, bro,
1,000%.
We used to get lit. We used to be outside all night, bro. All night.
Army of us, literally,
bro. Shows, everything, doing shit after the shows. Like, oh man, it was a time. But so
we just got to get back to that. That's all it is, and I think it's not just like one person that has to step foot to make that realm possible again.
Yeah.
I think it's just more of like setting up times to have that, because obviously everybody's not going to be able to come to everything.
For sure. I feel like it's happening in a way. Again, I can feel it. I can feel it in the air. I can always feel it. I feel like
it's around. It's just more of like, it's hard because, you know, like the both of us have weird hours.
Yeah.
You know, and like a lot of these things go on, say like 10 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Or it's out in the city, show starts at 8. I'm me personally, I'm full blown into work already. You're pulling up to the spot.
Yep.
You know, so it's all about just making time for that. And that's what I try to do. And another thing, I've been pulling up on Turb and whole gang, whole squad. Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them.
I pull up over there and it's the same guy. I show up, everybody's like, yo, you know what I mean? So it's more of like,
where they at right now? Where's their studio at?
Their studio is the same building that the bakery used to be in. They're upstairs.
Oh, really? They're still over there?
And Energy Labs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were still over there. That's cool.
Yeah, they're going strong over there, but they got it lit still, you know? Like they never slowed down, which is, I love, like I said, I love to see that. And I come and it's just like you pick up right where you left off kind of thing, you know?
I love that too. Because it's like sometimes you don't even know what's going on outside of your own life when you're like in your own life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so when you get back to it and like you see everyone still like the energy feels right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's the whole thing of like we were saying, like I do miss those times. It's possible to still have them though. It's just it'll take some popping out a little bit. You know, it's just making that effort now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as I see it, though, some people just are like, they're like over trying to extend the hand, which is like, I get it. 100% I get it.
Well, sometimes,
and not to me per se, not to us, but like I'm just trying to think perspective wise of what the scene looks like.
Sometimes it's about going back and stepping away, getting your own shit together. Like, cause
come back stronger.
Yeah, come back stronger. Cause sometimes you can't do anything for anyone, not even yourself. So you're like, yo, I gotta step away, I gotta get myself together, and then I can come back 10 times stronger. And sometimes, you know, that's you know, that turns some people off, you know, from you. You know what I mean? But you gotta do that in order so you can get yourself to the next level. Cause sometimes, you know, when you're running around in certain circles, you're just running around in circles.
Yeah, 100%. Which is like Exhibit A. Is this beautiful space we're in right now, you know what I mean? Like, took time away from being involved with one strict studio, you know what I mean? Took a step back from engineering a little bit.
Yeah.
But all that time that we took away from it, now we have a great space. We're kind of building that back up, you know? So, same thing with the shows and everything. It just all takes, like, putting your foot back in it. Like, you know, get your toes wet again.
For sure. For sure. Shows is something I feel like we need to get back into. At least me personally too. I'm like, I feel like I have.
Yeah, I haven't. Maybe it's been a year or so, but like still, even then, it was probably ass. You know, like I don't know. It's practice. You know,
For sure.
And as we progressed too, like maybe whoever was there was like, "Yo, that was actually a good show." I don't know why I said it was ass. I'm thinking like,
yeah, like
I was rusty. I don't know.
Could have been better.
Right.
You know, I forgot this bar. They didn't notice I forgot the bar.
Yeah, you ain't noticed.
You know? But I forgot the bar.
Yeah.
2 bars actually. No.
Yeah.
But yo, so from the bakery studios to bacon, just bacon. What's up, bro? My man touched bread for real.
Yeah.
You know, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying?
Wherever I'm at, I'm gonna cook up.
Sourdough, pumpernickel. What you want, bro?
Bro, the cinnamon rolls is going crazy. I'm in the kitchen, bro. I be cooking, bro. I'm in the kitchen.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
I'm a real
I don't know
chef.
what I gotta do to get some cinnamon rolls or something, bro. Like,
yeah, man.
I talk to the nigga all the time. I'm in the studio with him. He never like, yo, Kai, bro, made a fresh pack.
As a matter of fact, I left them on the counter. On the desk.
Oh, you forgot. Oh, Ed got him. Ed probably got him.
You know what, though? I'm going to have to get a special pack and bring them. But yeah, bro, that's it, man. I just started.
What made you get into that, though? Like,
so me and my cousin talk on the phone all the time.
Yeah.
She's like my big sister, and we always like send each other the TikTok recipes and this and that. And she's a phenomenal baker or cooker. So like anytime there's something I really like that she makes, I try to get the recipe or you know, I try to mock it the best I can. She was like, yo, I got sourdough starter. She sent me the video. She's like, yo, I'm gonna test it out and then I'll let you know how it comes out. And then I'm gonna give you some starter and then you start your own journey with it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Same time, I'm on Instagram and I found this account. This girl is called OK Gigi.
Yeah.
Italian girl. And she's like, she makes crazy videos of her like making sourdough. She's wild like Long Island girl. Or Queens. I don't know where she is. I think she's in Queens. She's from New York.
Yeah. You can just tell by the way she talk.
Yeah. So with all that, I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And yeah, my cousin gave me this starter. Mix it up. Got mixing in the kitchen.
Yep.
You know? And it came out awesome. And like, when I remember I went to the gym after it came out because you got to let it sit for 2 hours. And then I cut it up for me and my roommate. And he, you know, he likes to play jokes all the time. He's like, how'd it come out?
Yeah.
It looks terrible, right? It's burnt. It smells burnt. And I'm like, yo. And then he looked at it. He's like, yeah, that doesn't look good, whatever. So eventually when I cut it open, I had him try it. He was like, yo, this is like the best bread I've ever had. He was like, yo, you got to keep making this every week. And he was like, which I'm slacking on. Shout out him, my bad, Andy. But he's like, yo, I'll buy you this bread cutter if you start to make bread like every week or every other week.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, so he got invested.
So I was gonna say I was on it every week for a little bit, but it is mad time consuming. I will say that. And when I first was watching the video to figure it out, I'm like, who has the time to sit and do all this?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So like how I started, I had to do on my Friday. So like obviously
it takes more than a day to do?
Yes. You got the starter, you gotta feed it. After you feed it, you got to let it sit. After you let it sit, you got to separate it to make the dough for the bread. And then that has to sit. You stretch and pull it a couple times. It's hours in between. You let it sit again. You fold it. You throw it in the fridge. And then you can finally bake it. So it's a process. It's like a two-day process at least.
Sheesh. I couldn't even like...
Yeah, so I haven't had time to make bread recently.
I would slack on that too.
Yeah.
I would slack on that too because, I mean, if I can't like eat it within the same 24 hours, then I'm like, bro, what did I make it for, bro?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
This is not, you know, I'm not patient enough. Yeah, I'm not patient enough. Now because of my stomach, big belly, baby.
Yeah, big belly.
Big belly, son. Oh, shit, man. But, you know what's really funny? Speaking of big belly, I got to bring this up. So I'm at work the other day, right? And for whatever reason, I'm talking to my supervisor, and I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, this shit, da-da-da, got no fans, it's hot in here, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, man, you be all right. You can lose a couple pounds. I'm like, lose a couple pounds? He's like, yeah, I seen
The record
I seen
stopped.
the podcast. You was sitting there with the belly out, bro. I said, oh no, bro.
He said, first of all, you don't know my name.
Yeah. Nah, he knows
First
me.
of all.
He knows me. And he know what else he knows? You owe me fucking Egg Sammy. Speaking of this belly, bro.
Ooh,
You know
now you got to
owe me-
double up too.
Yeah, triple up, bro. You know, so if you see this one, it's definitely time to pay up.
He said, I saw you on the camera. They said add a few pounds.
Oh, cut it out.
Damn.
Bro. I was like, damn, bro. But hey, man, at least people watching.
Yeah.
At least people watching.
Respect the ones that are real to you at least.
You know what I mean? Hey, that's all I could say. You know? Shit, man. Fucking
That's what you gotta lay off with the Arby's, man.
the Arby's.
Anybody who watches this, if he posts this clip, tell him to stop eating Arby's, bro.
Yo, listen. Listen. Let me
Arby's
tell you
ain't
something.
it.
You get the beef and cheddar, some of that horseradish sauce, whatever. And they got a new barbecue sauce on that shit too. For
All that time in the drive-thru and eating that, you could have made it.
listen, man. I could have, but I'm not you, bro. I'm not in you. I'm not in there.
I'll
making
provide you
bread,
with the sourdoughs. I'll provide you with that.
You've been saying you're gonna give me a sourdough bread for a minute, bro. You had the jalapenos in it. I was like, all right. Yo, if we can fucking get a picture of him with the cross section, we gotta bring it up.
Yo, second podcast, you bring me in, I'm gonna bring like 3 loaves.
Stop playing with me.
I got you.
Stop playing with me. All right, y'all see it here. Y'all see it here. He owes a couple loaves of bread.
Save the date.
You know what I mean? Shit. And speaking of music, we wasn't speaking of music, but speaking of music, what are you here for?
I don't really know what you're here for.
Come on now.
Man. Yeah, we got lots of new music. New single out now with Kai, me and Kai. We've had this we looked up the original file when we created this session, 2020.
Yeah, 6 years.
2020. But yeah, man, new music out.
You can hear it in my verse. I always say that about my verse. I was like, you can hear it. I was in a different place.
Different spaces.
Different space.
But I'm finally giving a lot of things the chance to live and be its own, which is also a big part of this rebrand thing too, because I feel like I need a refresher for myself, because moving on from here on out, everything I'm making, which still the same way, I'm same person.
Yeah.
But more focused on like, I'm not going to stick to a specific lane. I make hip hop. I like being alternative.
Yeah.
I
make music.
I'm an artist, so I don't want to stick to one cohesive thing. If I give you a project though, each project will be cohesive. And that's why I want to stick to art direction rather than anything else.
So
experimenting.
Speaking of art direction, before we head out, let's talk Conserve Art real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd it come from? Where the brand? Like, tell me about it, man. Because I honestly, by the time I knew about it, I feel like it was already up on the wall. You know what I mean? Where
so
came from,
Conserve Art originally became from me and Isaiah.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting in my room.
Shout out to Zay.
Shout out Zay.
He just had a birthday.
Happy birthday, my boy. Shout out, you're my boy, Blue.
Old school classic.
Yeah. So the whole reason I even started like really making music and rapping, he influenced me. We made a song randomly, like on BandLab, like just kind of being young, and we were smoking weed and drinking, and we were just like, let's have fun and rap. And it came out awesome. And he was like, yo, you're actually pretty good. So then that was like the battery in my back to keep doing that. And so years later, we're in my room, same thing. And like, I really was pushing forward with the music thing, and I kept recording all of us in my room. I would have people come for sessions. This is like pre Five Towns, Bakery, Divine Nine thing. I always wanted my own label. And then I always thought too, like, I more want to do a collective, because I don't just like making music. I like literally creating art. I like writing. I like fashion. I like skateboarding. I like so figuring out a way I could incorporate all these things. And then so that was why I want to make a collective. All that to me is like art in motion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, I'll never forget, I heard somebody talk about wrestling, because I also love wrestling. I think it might even be West Side Gun. He was like, yo, it's just like, it's like watching the ballet. Like, these are performers that are doing, like, people could wrestle and do it, but they can't do it like that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like so.
The stunts, the
So like
performance, the character, the everything about
right.
it. Yeah.
So conserve art is my world, my brand of encapsulating all this energy that I share, and it's not just me; it's with the homies too. So that's kind of where it came from, and the whole conserve thing is just protecting the art and
sure.
letting it be fun, or if it wants to be spirits, like let art be art. Like this AI stuff is insane. Like this is it's actually crazy to think of it like this now, because now it's kind of destroying like the
art,
the significance behind things.
Well, the personal part of it, I guess.
Right.
It takes away some of that personal feeling, but I know what you mean. Yeah. But
yeah, so that's kind of the idea behind conserve art is to protect why I love art is kind of me encapsulating that and pushing that forward.
So just to be clear though, because like it's interesting that you brought that up, and I know we're running out of time here, but when you said the AI thing, like, so you think that is part of conserving art? Do you think that the AI is kind of destroying the art?
It's destroying it.
It is.
Yeah. It's cool what you could do with it. It is a tool.
Yeah.
It is a tool, but it's getting overused to the point where it's destroying things.
Yeah.
Like the AI songs, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean,
because when you hear it, you're like, it's cool.
Mm-hmm. You can almost always tell though.
Yeah, you lose its touch.
You can almost always tell though.
Mm-hmm.
Like when it comes to the AI songs specifically, like, nah, this doesn't make sense. Like this doesn't even feel right.
Nothing will ever beat an original body of work.
Yeah. No, I agree. I do think that AI is an important tool, and I think that even someone like you've made covers with AI, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it can be a way that we can use these things to.
It's a great tool.
Yeah. It's to use these things to better things, but it shouldn't be.
I think it is the downfall of a lot of things, though. Unfortunately. Because like, and the way I say it's bad for artists, because now people are losing out on money because they're like, oh, let me just.
Well, it's funny. I like the fact that we can create the art though and not have to spend the money, because I've always felt like us as like just artists, we eat last. You know what I'm saying? As like recording artists, you know what I mean? Like you shout out money for the video, you shout out money for a cover, you shout out money.
It's a lot
for
of
a mix,
it's a lot of pay to play.
Yeah,
thing.
And then you see pennies on the dollar. You know what I'm saying? Like. So
yeah. So even with that being said, too, this whole conserve art, the exact logo, actually came because at the time, and I'm still moving forward with this, I was reaching out to certain artists that I really liked, and I wanted them to do their own touch on conserve art, like write it out how you would like to see it or whatever, like something like that. So I got artwork done by this dude named Curblo. Shout out to him, and he gave me a poster with that on the bottom. I was like, yo, that is actually hard with the smiley face and everything.
Yeah.
And I talked to him. He's like, yo, that's all you, man. Like, you gave me the intention to do that. So yeah, that's you. And that's kind of where it came from. So paying for it, sometimes you do get more of a touch out of it. But you're right. Like it is tough sometimes.
And it's
like,
good it is good for the community. You know what I'm saying?
Do I want to pay $500 for cover art every time? No. Like,
especially not when you're dropping, 20 songs in a year.
Yeah. But it's all part of stay consistent, man. You got to pay for the sessions, you pay for the video, you get it engineered, maybe you pay for a mix, and to bring it back full circle, that's another reason why the punch-in thing, I think, has been working for me too, because I have the tools now to do it. Like, I could sit there and go, I got the mic, I have it.
You can just, I agree with you. Shit, man. I feel like I have so much more I could even fucking.
So we're gonna need a part 2.
Yeah, there's gonna be a part 2. Like, we're around. You know what I'm saying? This is easy to do. But let's sign off.
That's it.
Jose Zavala, Big Poppa Zavala.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm a fan.
Yeah, I'm a fan, huh?
Fuck it, I'm a fan.
Yes, sir.
Big pop, big belly.
Shout out my boy Benji in the back. We out.